Ulsan and Kokoma. Talk to me.
Wow, just the names there. I think it's really going to be nearly impossible for anyone at home or us here to call that, because all of them past champions. How do you even break them apart here?
I have no idea. We look at this last tournament. It's 2-1 to Kokoma. I mean, Kokoma, you were saying, actually, Spike, he wants to find his old self, right?
Yeah.
He wants to get back to his old, but I don't like that. I always think you need to walk forward.
Advance forward, different game.
Don't go backwards. you need to go forwards there. So, but also, say he wasn't confident, but I still believe he's playing possum. This guy is confident. You saw he comes down two rounds and he just comes straight back. So this is, I cannot call this one.
But this is what Kokoma thinks. He said to me this morning, when I said, how you feeling? He goes, if I can find the old me, I have no need to worry. That's the confidence, He was confident before, but he's going up against the EWC defending champion, MYK. What do you think about this matchup with Kokoma and Ulsan?
It's very interesting because both these players kind of Kokoma seems like he's hyping himself up to be overconfident almost a little bit. But Ulsan, ever since Evo last week and a little bit of a character crisis, he's kind of I don't know, I don't really believe in myself, but it's just his fundamentals, his own play style, and just the way he plays, when it's on and he's in the match, he turns it up.
And he's even if he's not really confident with this character, he's committed to it. And I think that's the most important thing, right? A lot of people have been a little bit wishy-washy. They got a couple of characters, we see him with Chikarin, with the Lily and the Clive. I don't know which one to pick here. He was saying to you, Rukang, right? I might go for the Lily. That kind of, having those two characters sometimes can kind of get into your head a little bit, but he's going all the way with Dragonlord, which I really love. But, ladies and lads, we must move to the next match, which is going to be the match of the day. Yes, it's Kudans versus Arsalan. Ash, I'll start with you, Bubsy. Talk to me about this matchup.
I mean, I'm very, very interested to see who Arslan Ash is going to play. I believe that Kudans is going to be very, very prepared for him. Is it going to be the Ana? Is it going to be Nina? I don't know. Last time we saw Arslan play the Ana, it was against John Ding, and there was a few, missed opportunities, big whiffs. So against Kudans, he can't do that. It's small margins that will lose you the match.
Rukang, Kudans has been on point, man. Arslan Ash, though, just coming off that fresh Evo win. What do you think?
Yeah, very similar to what you said, Bubsy, as well. Is he going to go for the Ana or the Nina? That's the big question here. It's still first to 2 action. I said this before, in a first to 5 setting, Arslan Ash is near impossible to beat. But here, he really needs to make the right decision going forward. Ana or Nina, who knows?
Okay, well, actually, I believe that we have Ryan Hart right now with Arslan Ash for an interview. Let's hear what he has to say going into this match.
Arslan, it's been crazy since you've burst onto the scene. Super fantastic results, ones like we've never seen before. I want to ask you though, you've played against players that have been playing Tekken even longer than you. Nobi, we've seen you play against Ni. Today you're going to be going up against another legend of the sport in Kudans. Man, this man has been throwing electrics longer than grannies have been shopping in Sainsbury's. How do you strategize against an opponent that has more Tekken experience than you?
Wow, what a difficult question. I don't know, I think you just need to adopt. And this year Kudan has been playing so good. I saw him struggling last year. He didn't do anything. He traveled all over the world, but he couldn't provide result. But this year he has been playing amazing. I think it's just more I am also playing so much. This is my full-time job, so it's easy when it's your full-time job to understand. Also the way Tekken 8 works, it just not only it just erase the legacy part a little bit, not too much. So it's like a new game kind of. So it's easy to legacy players of course have advantage, but new players, the difference is not too much between the new players and the legacy player, I think, because of Tekken 8.
Thank you very much for that fantastic insight. Arslan Ash ahead of day 3, he's feeling confident.
I really love that interview from Arslan because, Ryan Hart asked, what do you think about someone who's got way more experience than you? And he actually said, legacy is kind of not as important now in Tekken 8. And then Arslan's like, yeah, he didn't do anything last year.
That was funny. We all looked, yeah, what was that all about?
I'm going to ask you guys. I know the guys at home, they just want to get straight to the game. So I'm going to ask you one quick question. Who's taking that match of the day, MRK? Kudans or Arslan Ash?
Ooh, I think it's going to be Arslan.
Ooh, Bubsy?
I'm going to have to go Kudans.
Oh, okay.
Magic's going to happen. Magic's going to happen.
Rukang.
Oh, I have to go with Arslan Ash on this one.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to also go for Arslan Ash. That's 3-1 here. Let's see if we're going to be right here on the desk. But ladies and lads, will Pakistan make it into Phase 3 today? It's a title that escaped Arslan Ash last year, and there are 3 Koreans in his way, including the EWC defending champion Ulsan. Ladies and lads, don't go anywhere. Group C after this.
I'ma get him.
This is Peter. He plays Tekken 8 on PlayStation tournaments. Peter wins hundreds of avatars easily. But how? On his PS5, Peter launched Tekken 8, found PlayStation tournaments, and registered. It's that easy. New tournaments daily. Win avatars, prizes, and more. Compete, win, and claim your prizes today on PlayStation tournaments.
PlayStation.
Welcome back to the Esports World Cup. We just got done with Group B here in the second phase of Tekken 8, and oh my goodness, it was wild. Big Pena, I told you, he was gonna pin his opponent, he's gonna pin your opponent right to the mat, and he gets it done against John Ding and then Rang Chu as well. I'm not gonna lie, I know a lot of y'all at home did not have him favored in those two matches.
It is a heartbreaking moment for fellow Bears all over the world because should have had him 2 games also in a row, and then still Pena, his preparation, we talked about it in the interview, he's prepared a lot for it. He's faced this sort of opponent before. He's ready for it. He is #1 out of the group now in the top 8, guaranteeing a lot of money, which is a big deal for him, even if he had to drop down his own teammate from Team Varel to the lower bracket.
Hey man, you know what, we can't necessarily say what the anime is, but there's some animes y'all know back home where you gotta make sure you destroy your brother to get to the next level, and that's exactly what Pena just did. My man might have a shotting gun right now.
It's definitely a story to look out for though, Rob, as we continue on with our groups. On to Group C. We've passed the halfway mark. Shall we introduce our players?
Let's do it, Milosh.
Let's do it. Our first one representing Na'Vi, it's none other than Kokuma! Qualifying out of LCQs is no easy task, but the South Korean has studied and practiced hard and recovered from a tough start to the 2025 competitive year. How deep will his first ever EWC run be? We're about to find out, Rob.
Well, Kokoma, definitely a phenomenal player, qualified from the LCQ, but this mountain that he has to climb next has actually seen the mountaintop. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for DN Freaks Ulsan! You hear that energy and you feel that energy that he brings to this arena. This is the reigning and defending EWC 2024 Tekken 8 champion. He's also won Chain Shift 2025. You hear that energy and you feel that. This is the reigning 24 Tekken 8 champion. 25 BFG Japan, BAM, and CEO. Is on an insane hot streak as he has actually won 3 out of the last 6 majors that he has attended. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the man to beat up. It is his championship to lose.
Even if he is the man to beat,
Now
you can
he
still
won
see
3
the
majors.
shakes.
I
When
don't
he came in
know.
on day 1, a lot of relief once he survived through the initial set of groups, but it does not get easier at this point. We'll see who can make it past Group C. For that, we have to start our match. Kokoma versus Ulsan begins right now to our commentators.
Phase 2 Esports World Cup, Tekken 8 action. We're in Group C. We got 2 legends on the stage. It is Markman with Rip. Rip, it has been a long time, my friend. It is good to have you here.
It is good to be back currently. Ulsan, EWC Champion 2024, coming into this matchup here in Phase 2, going up against Kokoma. Last year was also here at EWC. This year had to qualify through the last chance qualifier to make it. And this one should be interesting. Kokoma was not playing well at all in Phase 1, but somehow still managed to squeak through. And then, you know, he told Spag, I got to go back to the old me. But what does that
Something on
mean,
my
Rip?
internet,
I don't
soldier.
know.
I called them, man.
They're
They coming out
Go
Sunday.
back to my play style.
I'm just
I was
pissed,
like,
bro.
what does that mean?
Like
I don't remember him winning last year.
nothing's
was
going out.
definitely worse. I
Nothing's
don't
good
know.
right now.
But with that being said, hopefully he's not overthinking things.
It sucks,
and,
bro.
well, the thing is, for both of these players, I need to specifically call out.
It's so
I feel
it's
like you're still
always
doing some soul
like
searching,
happening
trying
to
figure out
me
which
type
characters
shit. Like my
can they do
internet
the
and
most
shit.
damage
Like
with. They
no matter
haven't
where I
seemed to, at least in
move,
Season 2, really find the characters that is going to secure them those big victories. They've been floating. They've been
always
going back and
something.
forth. Kokoma using a little bit of Dragunov, using a little bit of Paul, using a little bit of Fengwei. Ulsan also the same way, using some Lars, using some Dragunov. What's he going to do? What are these players going to pick? This is a race to 2. And again, these guys are very familiar
just that
with
front
each other. These
page
are
power
world-class
lingering
players.
still.
Exactly, and Ulsan, as you mentioned, having
I know, damn well 260 people
but
over
when we
here.
saw him in Phase 1, he almost lost to JDCR.
Yeah.
He was down 2 rounds in the final game. All of a sudden, he just turned something on, right? Light bulb came up.
Twitch front page
I gotta
must
call
have
that
left
out,
my
'cause, you know,
left my
the week
stream
before
up
he
or some
lost
shit.
to
There you
Evo.
go.
Yeah.
That is a huge thing to be able to overcome in such quick succession and be able to move forward. That is the true hallmark of a champion, is to be able to, you know what?
I'm leaving the crib tomorrow as
I'm gonna
well.
buckle
Gonna
down.
go
I'm gonna lock
get my
in.
PC.
I'm gonna focus, and I'm
Be
gonna
like,
take it.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kokoma
That's
right now,
life,
he needs to find a
man.
way to get back to his
No.
winning ways, right? He knows he did not
I gotta
perform
probably do
well in
another
Phase
cleanse
1,
or something.
and he's trying to maybe psych himself up in some way to change things up and do better. But to me, it's just, you know,
And
you
it
can't
goes
focus on money,
down
even though
the-
it's incredibly
and it
like
goes
getting money
down
out
when
here
you're
at the Esports
off
World Cup.
work.
You just
It
gotta
didn't go
play the
down when
game.
you're-
You've done it before. You've played all these opponents before.
It
Just
didn't
go
go
in there
down when
and
you
get it
had work. It went down
You guys saw it.
when
He
your
has to
off day
smell the
comes.
victory,
Come on
but
now.
Can he take it for
That
himself?
ain't no coincidence,
Kokoma and
man.
Ulsan starts now.
done. And we saw some Ulsan yesterday, a lot of down forward 1, down 2, classic Dragunov. And when he really gets the timing of his opponent, he really
If
steps
it goes
on the
up
gas.
again, I'm gonna have to
That's the
postpone
offense.
this. Well,
Yeah, and these are characters
We'll
again,
do the
that
best
don't
we
really
can
see
so
as much winning
done.
tournaments nowadays,
It's
but
just
again,
crazy.
still very, very strong threats.
Oh yeah, without that, and these characters themselves have just been such a staple in the top 8s of Tekken for the last decade. It feels like.
Oh yeah. Oh, he tried to go to the 4-2-1, but Ulsan ready with the step into the launch.
That's
the
wrong.
follow-up has him towards the side.
Good side
There-
roll.
Oh man. Oh, big counter hit.
Rage one now, Ulsan countered again with the down back 3. Kokoma going back to his old ways, I think.
Maybe he was talking about the rhythm. He found
Maybe,
the
yeah.
rhythm.
Less afraid to do the risky lows, maybe. Another thing I've noticed about his playstyle, he uses a lot of the down back 3, but doesn't use the QCF1 with Fang, even though it's faster now.
Yeah, it is a little bit sped up. Different types of punish. Of course, you know, launch punishable with that down back 3. Let's see what he does. How they're going to approach. Has the wall positioning here, but a great
Lord.
step from Ulsan again. We're up forward 2, and the guaranteed follow-up.
And he gets the back turn mid as well. Pressure right now.
Ooh,
Good
bad
temporary punish
punish.
there. Punish that as well. Boom! Kokoma looking good today.
Back to the old him, I guess. Man, he's looking strong. Let's see if he can continue onwards. You know, a lot of these games, a lot of these sets that we've been seeing throughout group stages today have been really one-sided. Really one-sided.
Dash of down forward 3 gets him. All the decision making for Kokomo right now is there, right? Everything is working out correctly. And there it is, the QCF won.
He can hear you, he can feel you. Oh, it's the hop kick.
Wow.
You gonna rush and assault this? Not today.
Can we get to this wall though? That's the question mark right now. It seems like we could be able to, and we do.
What's he doing?
And the heat's perfectly placed as well.
Into the spike and the pop-up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, now what's the mix?
Boom! The heat smash Kokomo 3-0s Ulsan for game number 1.
Shit.
I don't know if that was the placements of his lows, the ways that he was using down back 3, but being able to get the
I
heat
need one of
smash at
them
the very end,
I can
able
smell
to
that
beat
shit
out
too.
any of the options that Ulsan was trying to push back with, that was a very dominant performance. But that was 3 rounds straight, yeah?
3 rounds straight Kokomo.
Sometimes it happens so fast we don't even get to think about it.
Ulsan yesterday mentioned that he was a little nervous going to the Kokomo matchup because Kokomo knows his playstyle.
Yeah. I mean, when you're a world-class player like Ulsan, I feel like more and more people will know. But obviously, Kokomo, because they played each other so many times, has that extra feel on it. He knows timing.
Come on.
Timing is what's important. You saw so many times as Ulsan made an approach, tried to take his turn back.
Oh,
goes
yeah,
for the running
being
two.
off your
He got
internet
hit with the
tripping,
hop
hell
kick.
yeah.
He got hit with the counter hit jab. He